Hello to Katherine Blake from the Mediaval Baebes. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
So nice to chat to you again on
Lovely.
today's show.
Yeah, we chatted last year, didn't we? I think, or
We
possibly the
did
year before. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
last year, but unfortunately I didn't quite make it to your gig last year.
All right. Is this the first Medieval Babe show you'll be attending then?
It was because I was going to go
Yeah.
to one in Truro last year, but
Oh, okay. Yeah, Truro. Unfortunately we couldn't get Truro Cathedral yet this year, but we are returning next year. I'm happy to say.
good. We'll have to come to Truro next year. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Can you tell me how did the Mediaval Baebes get your group's name? How did that come
Well,
about?
Well, when we first got together, it was me. I kind of hassled my friends to come round and sing some medieval songs with me purely for fun, and it was very playful, tongue in cheek, kind of purely recreational activity initially. And we called ourselves the Medieval Babes, just sort of for fun, really. And then before you knew it, we had a record deal, and they were like, maybe you should change your name. And we're like, yeah, but what to? And we couldn't think of anything else. And the thing about Medieval Babes is people remember it, and that is I think that's the most important thing about a name, is that it's memorable, and it is obviously very light-hearted, and we don't take ourselves too seriously, but we do take the music extremely seriously. I'm a very obsessive composer and musician, and but our on-stage persona is much more playful and tongue-in-cheek.
So, what was it like going to the recording studio when Mediaval Baebes recorded your debut album?
We recorded that in Dave Stewart's studio in Crouch End, called the Church. Actually, it's a beautiful church that he converted into a studio, and we recorded it all in just about 3 days. That was back in the days when people were recording to tape, and it was a whole different ball game back then.
A lot different now, I guess.
Yeah, very different now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now I meticulously edit everything together and to make it sound like it's been done live, which it does, I think. Yeah.
You also released an album called The Rose, so can you tell me more about that?
The Rose, that was I think our fourth studio album, and we called it The Rose because the rose is the name The Rose crops up very much a lot in medieval literature, because it's a symbol of perfect feminine beauty. The white rose symbolizes Mary, Mother of God, and it's just medieval poetry is riddled with rose imageries, as is a lot of literature, so it seemed very appropriate.
So, what was it like to record your Mediaval Baebes live album?
Oh, was that Temptation? Yeah, that was done in this amazing this medieval barn in Essex, near Braintree. It was like a really, really fantastic studio, and we got to sing in this enormous, like, I think it was like a 14th, 15th century barn, and we spent the night there, and we were telling each other ghost stories. So it was a really vibey event, and I think that comes across in the recordings.
So, where did Mediaval Baebes get their inspiration from?
Well, I mean, I could obviously, the most recent album, my inspiration was nature and the seasons and the months of the year, and it's the first time I've written all the lyrics myself. Whereas in the past, my inspiration has come largely from ancient texts that I set for music, or from pre-existing folk songs and ancient medieval music that I'll arrange. But in this instance, I've written all the lyrics as well. So it's nature itself that inspired me. Yeah.
So, as the Mediaval Baebes, people that were in there from the start still there, or they
Yeah.
changed throughout the years?
Well, myself and Marie are the original members from the first lineup. Marie left for 10 years, and then she came back because she missed it so much. She went to live in America, and then she came back. She's like, can I join again now, please? And I'm like, yeah, we had a vacancy. But there's been many incarnations of Medieval Baebes over the years, and which has kept it really fresh. I've been lucky enough to work with an enormous amount of incredibly talented women in the sisterhood of Medieval Baebes.
So, you released Of Kings and Angels Christmas collection. So, can you tell me more about the album, and any favourite carols on that one that you'd like to sing?
Oh, sorry, which album are we talking about now?
Of Kings and Angels Christmas collection.
Of Kings and Angels, yeah. I think we do a few songs from that album. We do the Coventry Carol, we do Gaudete, I think those are the only. And There Is No Rose of Switch Virtue, which is one of my own compositions, using Middle English text. And then Midwinter, we perform quite a lot of tracks from that. I think that's the album we perform most songs from live. Person Hodier. We do Rio Cheer, which is amazing Spanish Christmas carol, and then there's Noel Nouvelet, which is French Christmas carol, and Deck the Halls. We always do that as an encore because that is a really jolly one to leave people with. Yeah,
certainly is. Got to be one of my favourite songs to sing along to. So, also released an album called The Tales of Love and Loss. So,
Tales of Love and Loss. That's a compilation album. That's it's not a studio album. It's just a collection of tracks, obviously focusing on the theme of romance. Yeah.
So also released a latest single called December. So can you tell me more about that?
December is the flagship track from the new album, The Spinning Wheel. It's all of the lyrics, which I wrote myself, are all about a Mediaval Baebes Christmas. I don't know if you know about what's now become a tradition that before we start our concerts, we assemble at a meeting point nearby to the cathedral or church, and we encourage the audience to come and meet us there. We have a ceremony. We light torches. We light the ancient flame of old, and then when all that's done, we process towards the venue, accompanied by music. And so the lyrics are about that sort of coming together, people to ignite this ancient flame, and cups are overflowing, the voices are singing, there's 1,000 bells ringing, memories are unfolding. So it's all about, it's not a religious song, the lyrics aren't religious, but I wanted the music to sound like a Christian Christmas carol, because people love something familiar that time of year. And the song I've tried to make it like a sort of combination of the Little Drummer Boy and Silent Night, and the chorus sounds a lot like "O Come All Ye Faithful," and I just think that familiarity is connecting with people.
So you're going to release your new album, The Spinning Wheel, digitally on Friday, this coming Friday.
This Friday the 5th, it comes out. So you can go to Bandcamp and get it from there, and experience the delights of all 12 months of the year.
So my birthday is in March, on the 23rd. So can you tell me a sneaky peek of The Spinning Wheel from March?
March is that? Yeah, the lyrics of that are about. It's about a silver birch tree, because after the Ice Age, the first tree that grew was the silver birch tree. So it represents a very epic thaw. You can imagine you've had the ice. I don't know how long the Ice Age went on. I'm not a historian in that department, but you've had, after all that, a tree grew, which was a silver birch tree, and the lyrics are about its sap like oozing through the bark, and like tears of joy that finally spring is on the way. So that's a very poetic one, that. And the lead vocal is performed by our soprano Fiona Fay, and the backing is all just the Mediaval Baebes doing chants. So it's an a cappella one, but we do have the Sound of Birdsong in there that I recorded with my partner during lockdown when there was hardly any traffic. So it was a great time to record birdsong.
Quite time on the roads back then.
Yeah.
So are you working on any new music? I know you just released your new album on digitally.
I've only just signed off on this album 3 days ago, and I'm about to go on tour. So there hasn't really been time to get stuck into anything else. But next year, it will be for certain. I'll be working on something, because I'm always working on something. I'd go mad if I didn't.
You'd be getting back on it.
I'd go mad doing it, but I'd go even more mad if I didn't.
So can you tell me more about the upcoming Mediaval Baebes tour this coming Friday, starting in Birmingham?
Yeah, well, it's called 12th Moon because because obviously that reflects the theme of the months in the album, and also, as luck would have it, full moon is on the 5th of December when the tour starts. So everything's really come together there, and we look forward to 14 dates across England, and look forward to seeing all our fans there and celebrating, and in what has now become a sort of annual pageant.
So is there any new venues they haven't played it on this current tour coming up? They haven't played that before? Is there any new venues they haven't played before?
No, this year we're returning to all familiar venues, but next year I'm planning on trying to find, well, I've already got one new venue up up my sleeve, but I'm going to try and find some new ones to celebrate our 30th anniversary. So that's going to be a really epic tour, that one. Yeah.
Well, it's going to be a big tour next year. I have to come to that one as well. So, what's it like to be an independent artist for the Mediaeval Baebes? That must be quite a bit of hard work.
It's a lot of hard work, but I'm in the situation where I can do exactly what I want. No one can tell me what to do. I'm the manager, I'm the producer, I write all the music, and so I'm in the very fortunate position of having total autonomy over everything I do. But to be in that position, it requires a lot of hard work to get there in the first place and to stay in that position. Because it's very difficult these days to make money as a musician because everyone listens to stuff for free on Spotify. But you've got to really love it. You've got to really want to do it because you're not going to get rich unless you're extremely lucky,
It's all about selling out them gigs and selling your merchandise, of course.
Yeah, the calendar's going to be paying people's wages this year.
So I know Hartmedia does your PR for you. So how did you come about knowing Hartmedia?
I got it was recommended to me by an ex-manager actually, and they've been great. I think this is the third or maybe fourth year in a row that we've been working with them, and they always get us so many interviews, and they're a lovely bunch of people, and I'm very grateful for that collaboration.
So finally, can you tell me this? We're going to find Mediaval Baebes on this social media.
We're on Instagram and we're on Facebook, and we have a Bandcamp page, which is also very important. We've got a website, www.medievalbaebes.com, where you can buy your tickets to the tour, and that gives you links to our store, and everything you need to know is centered there.
Well, thank you for chatting to you again today.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
And I look forward to see you on Friday.
See you on Friday. I really hope you enjoy the show and come and say hello.
I certainly will do. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much. Cheers then. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, Catherine. Bye.